Oh.
Oh.
That's going to be a good one.
God.
That's going to be a real good one.
You can. Would you rather
You want me to read it?
drink a 12-ounce glass of puree o' kitten or
All right, guys, welcome back to another Last Call podcast. My name is MikeyT. I'm joined as always by Tristan.
hello?
What? No T-Money in his house?
T-Money in his house.
Much better. All right.
Can't do that every week. It feels more ridiculous every time.
All right, but main thing is we're going to address the quick topic that we have been missing in action for a while. Life got in the way for a bit, but then we did record a show and had some technical difficulties.
Fuck you. We got shit to do.
Yeah. We don't give a shit about what you want.
I heard about that Phantom show too.
Oh
Yeah, it was good.
It
was
really
show.
good.
It
We've
was a
tried
lot
to
of
have
fun.
Gigi on the show like 4 times.
We finally got her in. She shared some quality stuff. There was a bunch of people bunch of celebrities that died that week. Like it was a fun show. And then Mikey and I got up to start doing the editing process, and it's like, why is there no audio? There's no audio. It was really crushing.
Could have done some bad Asian
But
dubbing,
anyway, we've got the second best coming here today. Will, Jay is our unofficial third host now because he's going to be on every
Fucking
show.
always
Been on
here.
10% of shows now.
Every other show.
10% of Last Call podcasts.
I have nothing better to do.
We did bring them in for a specific reason because we'd like to get into a local topic that is very near and dear to our hearts, and that would be the what do I call
Tupac?
it? The death and resurrection of the Josh Sandoval.
Fake ass Machiavelli.
So quick story because Tristan, you
I know nothing about this person or what happened here.
Then you're blessed.
So
who knows him better? I mean, I'll give a quick backstory. He came around to Ellicott City, and he's like super positive guy at first.
Like over the top friendly too.
Yeah, like super nice, whatever. Was hanging out Ellicott City. Like he worked at Diamondback for a very brief moment, and I had to fire him because I caught him trying to sell coke in the bathroom stall.
Jesus Christ.
Fucking idiot.
But everything was cool. Like we'll get into some of those stories in a minute. But
Like you walked in and like he had coke in one hand and money in the other, accepting money in the other, or like you just heard about it, like.
Oh yeah, like somebody told me, and then I walked into the bathroom and was like, "Josh, what the fuck are you doing?" And he's like, nothing." And I was like, "Josh, you realize I'm taller than the bathroom stall, right?" Oh fuck, man!
I'm taller than the bathroom stall, and you can't see over it.
Yeah.
So,
But anyway, that's how his short stint at Diamondback ended. But he has a history in town of a lot of behind the scenes bad shit. Like apparently he's a woman beater and all this other shit.
allegedly.
Like, definitely a pathological liar. No. It's not allegedly. That's not.
It's actually everything's allegedly unless you see it, firsthand.
Yeah, that's what I mean. I've never seen it. I don't know the stories.
I mean, I'm not defending either party. I'm just saying.
Yeah.
I mean, I've been around the kid enough to know and heard the stories, and I also had a story from him one of the nights that the kid called me over to his house fucking crying, talking about all sorts of crazy dumb shit, that he basically admitted to beating the shit out of Tara to me. But he claimed that it was attempts of trying to beat up the 2 guys that he claimed he thought was raping her. Some crazy-ass story that he made up. Yeah, it was like she was in a car being taken advantage of, and he went to break it up and wound up hitting her in the face like 3 times while beating the guys up.
Because, I mean, that happens.
Yeah, that happens, and that pussy can beat up 3 people. Come on, man.
Well, apparently just the one.
He takes hard L's from the steps.
Too soon?
Too soon.
He takes hard L's on the steps.
Yeah. Well.
Everything you hear here moving forward is allegedly.
Yeah, just imagine us starting each statement with allegedly.
Any resemblance to people, real or imaginary, is purely coincidental.
We're all gonna get served like next week.
That's okay. I'm willing to take that risk. So
Defamation of
up
character.
front, super nice. Behind the scenes, allegedly, maybe, perhaps not so much. Definitely.
Right.
Yeah, he's been. I think he ended up banned from most of the spots in Ellicott City because I think you guys came to know him more at Phoenix, right? I think.
Phoenix and like Kelsey's after the flood.
I knew him at Lapa's when I still bartended there. Like that's how I met him.
Oh, wow.
I think
He
I
was
might,
coming around that long.
dude. I think I knew him maybe before anybody else in the area because he was coming around with some like heavyset white girl. The last like 6 or so months I worked at Lapa's, so that would have been what the beginning of 2014. Nothing. That's just how I identify them. They're,
Don't get me fucking triggered tonight, Jason.
Hashtag trigger.
Jesus, triggered.
All right, so
So he's been around for years and years.
He's been around for a while.
But he's been kicked out of most of the places in
Yeah.
Ellicott City
Yeah.
for just like
I think
general shenanigans, like
Douchery.
stealing,
No,
like
douchery.
just kind of
Yeah,
being
just
an asshole,
being an
like,
asshole.
Yeah.
like fucking with the bouncers, or
He has-
like
he's one of those people that he has a switch. Like once he gets a little too much in him,
okay,
just gets a little feisty.
okay, all right.
You know, like when you hit that line and you know that's your line, whether you should call it a night or you're just blasting past it, that line, you either get severely fucked up or you have, Napoleon complex and turn into the Hulk.
Gotcha.
But the big story as of right now is that word was going around that he had died, and this had some mixed reactions from people that I'd heard. I
Just
heard,
general rumors, like
yeah, like
Facebook,
it
like
went
real
out on
life, just
Facebook.
like the okay.
It got spread pretty quickly.
It got spread very quickly.
I think you guys know the backstory better, so go ahead and fill us in a little bit.
All right, well, fuck it. So one day I'm at work. I get a random Snapchat message from a mutual friend of Josh and I's saying that Josh had died. And I was like, who'd you hear that from? Oh, I heard it from so-and-so who was a bouncer at a certain bar. Not going to put anybody's name out there.
Yeah.
Whatever. And then I was shown later on after I got in contact with said person, screenshots of messages back and forth where Josh was pretending to, later on to find out, was pretending to be his mother, saying that he had passed. And then
So he goes on to Facebook, or by text message.
Facebook Messenger.
So he goes on to Facebook Messenger as his mom
Correct.
and tells somebody Josh is dead.
Correct.
It was more than one somebody though, because
Yes.
I know the somebody that Will was contacted is not the more than one somebody's I know that were also contacted.
So
with
he
this
goes to
information.
more than one person and pretends he's his own mom.
Correct.
And says Josh is dead.
Correct.
And this is after, from what I understand, having one of the multiple, because I don't want to put these girls out there, but one of the multiple exes I know of his too, and having them called by somebody saying that he died. So they called back to people that I know with the, hey, you know him, you see him from time to time. Where is he? What happened? Is this true? Which then led to the messaging of Josh because, dude, he's such a piece of shit and has fucked everything up to a point where he doesn't have a cell phone anymore. He doesn't have really anything. He's been back and forth between being homeless lately, from what I understand. So there was no calling this kid to find him. You know what I mean?
Right.
The only thing you could do was they were trying to message him on Facebook, and whenever he was somewhere with Wi-Fi, he could respond to people. Well, that's why these people were getting these messages and seeing it set on red. Because on Messenger, if somebody sees and receives your message, like there's the check mark and then their like
then
image
a
pops
color.
up next to it.
Right.
So they're all seeing this and they're like, what the fuck, Josh? Like,
Yeah.
what gives? I know you're reading this. I know that. And it's like this long, like hour gap of silence. And then, boom, look, I'm Josh's mom. Like, he's no longer with us anymore, so on and so forth. And this, like, with some of the people I know, this wasn't a conversation of, like, 2 messages. This was, what can I do to help you? Do you need anything? Please let me know of arrangements. And he's, like, running with this shit.
Yeah.
So people are like messaging him on Facebook Messenger, and they're seeing that these messages are being read, even though he's supposed to be dead. But then he comes back and pretends to be his mom and says, "Oh, it's his mom on his phone. That's why they're being
It's
read."
like Ghost Dad. One of the most underrated movies of our time.
So
Hasn't aged well.
fast
I'm sure it
forward 24 hours from when I originally was told this. I got a message from somebody else.
Pause real quick. What are your feelings on this guy? I get a real mixed feeling from you. Like maybe you used to be buddies
Yeah.
and you're pissed about this whole
Yep.
thing, or
Yep.
is that what it is?
Yep.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Because if you're going to stoop that low, I got nothing for you, man.
Were you buddies with him before he faked his were you
More
pissed
like-
off at him? Had you drifted apart before he faked his
More
own death?
like acquaintances out at the bar.
Okay.
Had always been cool with me. You know what I mean? No issues. You know what I mean? It wasn't until after all this shit that I found out all his backlog bullshit. You know what I mean? 'Cause he kept
Gotcha.
it pretty fucking hidden from me.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. I get that.
So,
24 hours after news spreads that
Correct.
he's dead.
buddy of mine DMs me on Instagram and says, I heard from somebody else that he's alive, da-da-da. So I messaged him, and I said, I need to know if this is a joke or not. This is around like 11 o'clock in the afternoon. 7:30 at night, my phone goes off. It's a messenger. It's Josh. I'm fine, Will. Please don't tell anybody.
That's fuck.
So, I mean, obviously the first thing I did was I told everyone.
Well done, sir.
I mean,
Well done.
I'm a piece of shit, whatever. At least I didn't fake my own fucking death. Whatever.
Yeah, he
Is that when you went on Facebook and you were like,
No, you saw that, right?
I did. I
Yeah.
saw you say, like, what kind of person fakes
Correct.
their own death?
Correct.
And then everybody was, like,
Yep.
freaking out.
Everybody was freaking out about it. And I thought about it after the fact, and after a little bit of counsel with a good friend of mine, I took down that post just in case Josh was involved in some shit. I don't need any of that shit coming back to me. Also.
I see. Okay.
Like-
that makes sense.
I heard rumors going around about that, but it's like,
But
I don't.
fast forward 24 hours after that,
Oh, geez, I don't know this.
well, you should.
You get a text
you
message.
should know
Because
this.
you should, because this is at your place of employment.
JK Will, I'm dead.
No, at your place of employment, a certain someone
Standing outside.
sends a message to another certain someone that I know, because I'm, like I said, not trying to incriminate anybody.
Evan. Josh.
You're just calling out.
Matt-
Says, "Oh my God, you won't believe what I'm seeing right now. I'm outside of Nottingham smoking a cigarette, and dead Josh is here."
I think he should be known as Dead Josh from now on.
Zombie
That's
Josh?
a good...
Nobody should call him
Josh?
anything.
That might be a little too cool,
but
though.
you can't even give him the glamour of calling him Tupac Josh because
the ones at the bottom are cool.
All right,
No,
he-
Dead Josh is a great... I wish somebody would call me Dead Tristan. I wish that was my name.
Well, that's a
coming to a
little too
bar
much.
with a girl. Why is everybody calling you Dead Tristan? Shh, secrets,
three
baby.
syllables,
Like,
though.
that's awesome.
It's 3 syllables. It's too much.
No, that's why I've never
Dead
had a
Josh
good
is-
nickname. Yeah. No, Dead Josh is way better.
Yeah.
damn it, that is kind of
That's
it
a
does
cool
kind of have
nickname.
a
It's a
cool
cool
nickname.
That's like a
nickname.
gangster nickname.
But like seriously,
This is going to be his new rap.
That's like we all thought he was dead for 2 days. Turns out he wasn't.
yeah, and
When he goes full Tupac
Can-
and comes back as a hologram.
I've
That's what
seen
they'll call
numerous people be like,
At
God, I
Hunfest.
wish it just wouldn't have been a hoax. Like, couldn't have somebody else's been a mistake?
Yeah,
and
there was
him be
some
the
some
villain? There's
vicious
hate.
outlast afterwards.
There's
Oh,
some
I
hate.
believe it.
So
Oh,
he
yeah.
spreads the rumor of his own death, but he's at Nottingham's 48 hours later.
But see,
Correct.
when he was at Nottingham's, he had already been outed at that point by a lot of
Correct.
people because as soon as he got outed, his from what I understand, all his social media shit, everything is
Shut
fucking
down.
gone.
That's still a ballsy move
Yeah.
It's a ballsy
Well,
move, but
to
here's
like
the,
show up to a local watering hole.
but here's the even more retarded part about the whole thing.
Wait, hold on. I'm sorry to interrupt, but when was that? Because how did I not
It's
see?
either Wednesday or Thursday.
It must have been Wednesday.
It was Wednesday. I think it was Wednesday because
So I probably-
he
I
he
probably
messaged
missed
me
him.
on Tuesday, so it was Wednesday.
God damn. Yeah, so I must have missed them by like an hour or two. Because on Wednesdays I leave at like 10.
Oh
Okay.
man, you would have clowned the piss out of
Oh
him.
my God!
God, I would have given my.
You should have just went
on
out to him and be like, you know what? We don't serve zombies here, so
Yeah.
you need to leave.
It's like you have to have a valid license where you're alive. That reminds me. So when he used to come to Diamondback all the time, and him and Welvy would go back
Yeah.
and forth and just like call each other gay or whatever, make jokes and shit.
That was that whole Puerto Rican love brotherhood thing.
yeah. And so I remember joining in on it a few times. Especially, I think it was one of my birthdays where I got real hammered, of course. And
Car bomb.
I remember saying to him that I was like,
Sounds delicious right now.
Josh is so gay that when they ask for a sperm sample, he farts in a cup. And it was like the happiest moment of my life because he was like, he had nothing to come back. He was like, well, yeah, well, damn, that was good, man. Because I don't know what it is about him. He's extremely likable. He's friendly.
He is, and that's why you can tell. Like that's one of the reasons why I became like kind of close to him at first. Was like, if you don't do me wrong, dude, I don't have any fucking problem with you.
Yeah,
plain and simple.
I think,
or anybody I know. Let's put it that way.
A good portion of him is a good person, but he's got some serious demons.
Yeah.
That have come out different ways.
You guys all need to not fuck around with this guy anymore.
No,
he's a goddamn.
Dude, I've been
he's
done with
a
this
god
guy for a long time.
No, I mean like not like haha dead Josh at the bar. Like get the fuck out. This guy's a sociopath.
Yeah.
Well,
Like he is fucking dangerous.
the
I don't even know him, and I know that.
Is all the rumors I've heard is he's done this because he's ducking somebody that he burned.
Yeah.
This is what I've heard. I don't know for sure, but I've heard he burned somebody for drugs, and that's what the whole idea was that he died to burn out on some big ass debt.
Right.
Which, if that's the case,
and that's one of the reasons why I deleted that whole entire post.
If
Was
that's
I
the
don't want to be
case,
involved in any of that shit.
you just made it a million times fucking worse.
As soon as you got outed, you made it a million
There's
times
even
worse.
more people coming after you now.
Because if say the person that you are in debt to, didn't see that you were outed, that you are clear. This is Maryland. Facebook is prominent in this state, in this country even. Everybody knows somebody. There's going to be one mutual somewhere.
There'll be a
in 6
connection.
degrees of separation.
Well, that and I'll be real honest about things. When you see any sort of situation that involves people doing dumb shit with drugs, when that person pisses a lot of people off, something happens to them because people they were cool with suddenly are okay with getting a little bit of coin in their pocket from somebody that's pissed off at that person, and it happens.
Yeah.
So that could
But,
happen
like,
to him.
Classic like guy who's well liked, engaging, friendly.
He is until
Everybody
you
likes
hang out
him.
with him outside of the bar.
That's what I mean. And then one-on-one, he shows flashes of anger, maybe violence, a proclivity for lying.
I mean, he's definitely not a threat to guys.
One would hope. Except nobody's tough against a knife in the back or a car speeding down the street or a gun in a dark alley. Like, he may not go face to face with you. Like, people like that are dangerous, man.
I'm not too worried about him personally, but I mean, I feel
I understand
more
what you're
worse for
saying,
chicks
but-
that
You
get
know what I
anywhere
mean?
near
Like,
involved with him.
I understand
That's
what
what
you're
I'm
saying.
concerned with.
It'd be one thing if it was, but I completely agree with what you're saying. But it'd be also one thing if it was Josh was somebody Mikey's size.
Right.
With
I'm,
that
not-
kind of
I'm
shit
not
going
saying
on.
he's gonna.
I would move to a
not
different
gonna-
fucking state.
He's not going to fight you in an alley.
Yeah.
Like, and I'm not saying he's going to do anything. I'm saying people like this
Right.
can be very dangerous.
Correct.
And it's like you started to say with like the Napoleon complex
Yeah.
too. It's like,
Yep.
I mean, that's why all those like MS-13 gang members are dangerous. It's not because any of them can fight or shoot or stab. It's like,
well,
They
that's
feel
also
they feel they have something they have to prove.
yeah, if
well with
there's
them too.
1,000
It's
of
sheer
them,
numbers. Yeah,
yeah,
it's
if there's
sheer
1,000
numbers.
of them with knives, like someone gets you. Like,
I know that Mikey would beat me in a straight up fight 100 times out of 100. But if I get the drop on him with an aluminum bat in the parking lot after work,
Right.
it doesn't matter how tough or skilled or tall or big he is. You know what I mean? Like, it doesn't take that much. I'm just saying, like, when I hear things like everybody really likes him, he's super nice, but maybe he like
Ted
doesn't
Bundy?
understand how his actions affect people and tells these big elaborate lies. Those people scare the shit out of me.
Well, that's the
Like,
Ted Bundy type.
That's
Yeah.
exactly
Yeah.
right.
It's the Ted Bundy
That
type.
is
exactly what it is.
exactly right.
I bet Josh owns a clown suit.
God, man.
Made of
I mean,
skin.
he is a fucking clown.
a skin suit, man.
Ugh. Oh,
fucking
happy
kid.
skin clown. That's
So-
horrifying.
I was thinking about this earlier in the car because I knew we were gonna talk about this story where this weirdo faked his death. And we used to have this joke when I was in high school. I had a buddy who thought he maybe got a girl pregnant, and he comes to me in the hallway at my locker, and he's like, "Dude, I think Erin might be pregnant. I've super fucked up. What would you say if I asked you to follow me in my car to the Bay Bridge, and I'm going to get out, and I'm going to throw my shoes in the water, and then you need to take me to Mexico?" I'm like, okay.
Yeah.
First of all,
That is quite a straight. Boy, that escalated quickly.
right? Yeah. First
You're
of
gonna
all,
need a little bit more than just fucking shoes, though.
right? Yeah, like you
It's
think
like-
you
His
think they're
car's
going to
sitting
identify
there.
your Nikes tied together by the laces,
like,
right?
something.
What are the chances that he jumps off a bridge and gets raptured? Lucky bastard, straight to heaven.
He didn't think that one completely through.
So somebody knocks on your door. Your best friend knocks on your door, right? Or some stranger knocks on your door, and they're like, "Look, tomorrow morning the FBI is going to kick down your door, and they have an airtight murder case on you. You're going to get the fucking chair. Like, you need to run, okay? You need to run, fake your death, something. You're not going to beat this. You got to go." How would you do it?
I think first I'd go onto Facebook and pretend to be my mom. And from there, like, everything will just fall into place. That's clearly the way you go about
And
it.
then I'll go
Real
to bars
original,
and
Mikey.
drink.
Bad
Real
news,
original.
guys. Mikey's dead. LOL.
Lols. It's in one of those colorful Facebook panel statuses.
Some
Hey
bright
guys,
green.
I'm dead. BRB. God, I hate people.
15 minutes later, posting, "See you at Naughty's on Wednesday."
Yeah,
Right. Side note: anybody coming out for game night? Like,
Yeah, right. The funny thing is, he's been saying forever he wanted to come up and see me at Naughty's and hadn't made it. It took death for him to make it there, and I missed it.
so you missed it.
Bad-
Sorry, Josh, if you're listening to this. If
missed
you've,
the ghost
if
of
you've
Josh.
connected your turned off phone to Wi-Fi and are now listening to the podcast, sorry I missed you.
I do. I mean, after warning you guys from even interacting with him, like, I do want to meet him now.
I kind of hope he
Now I wanna
listens
know.
to it.
Oh, I do too. So that'll find me.
I mean, the few times I've seen him since me and him,
So, at
since
least
I like
now Jay
cut
will be
him
the
out,
new
that,
Right.
like, he hasn't said
co-host.
a word.
Yeah.
I've seen him at least a dozen times since I stopped talking to him, probably a year and a half, maybe 2 years ago, and
I can't even remember how long
it might even be longer.
he's been around. That's crazy.
It's amazing how small the community
the-
you guys are in is.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Everybody
You all
knows
know the
everybody
same.
in
Yeah,
Ellicott
you
City.
all know the same people. Everybody knows anybody. It's amazing, like, because I don't get out to the bars that often anymore. But like when I go out for something, somebody's birthday or something like that, and just everybody goes bar to bar, and when you walk in, it's like goddamn cheers. Everybody's like,
Yeah.
"Hey, it's fucking everybody," and it's amazing. I mean, it's really cool. It's a neat community.
It's actually worse than that sometimes too.
Oh,
though.
yeah, it's real worse.
Like, I almost try to avoid going to baseball games with like the other bartenders from old Ellicott City that I'm friends with, because dude, it's borderline retarded. Like, it can take like an hour to get from Pickles to in the stadium because you literally run into so many people in big social events like that,
Right.
where it's like, I mean, I know I've gone to games with like Josh and Sean or somebody like that, and it's like every 15 steps you stop in the stadium, somebody's like, "Hey, dude, I haven't seen you at the bar," blah, blah, blah. And you're
Right.
like,
Right.
I just want to go over there. Just want to go over there and watch the game.
And also just depending on who you're hanging out with, because I know I've made it to opening day a few times, and every time I go and I see Clint, like before the game's even started, and he's like super fan. He's got his he's a bartender from Ellicott City.
Okay.
He wears like Spartan armor that's painted orange with like a big O on the front. He's like, what's
They all go hard.
what's his name? What do
I
they
forgot
go?
what his baseball name is, but then there's like
Captain
the
O or something.
there's also there's like the Baconator with him, and then the guy with the cape.
Oh yeah, Brad.
Brad is Baconator.
Brad Baconator.
And then I don't know who it is with the fucking luchador mask and the cape. Because somehow that guy's allowed to be shirtless the entire time. Whenever I get fucking drunk at Camden and go shirtless, I get yelled at. but that guy can walk around with a fucking cape.
Are you not allowed to
It's
be
not
shirtless at
costume.
Camden Yards?
I get yelled at for going shirtless while drunk.
By like officials
probably-
or your friends who
He
don't
gets
want
yelled-
to
he gets yelled at
like
for being
ushers
Asian
and
at
shit
the-
have
Oh,
came and been
okay.
like, you have to put your shirt on, and I'm like, what about the people that write shit on their belly? They can be shirtless. It's fucking 90 degrees,
Do
and
people
I'm
really write
pounding
shit on
beers.
their belly at baseball games?
I've seen it before. I haven't seen it
Okay.
that much at Camden, especially in the last
Yeah,
like,
it's a pretty classy joint.
well, but I'm saying like it definitely happens at baseball.
It's a low
games.
bar.
Yeah, I was gonna
It's
say,
not a
Camden
classy
Yards is a classy
Think about
joint.
Classy.
somebody was almost killed there.
I mean,
people
classy
have been
compared to the
almost killed
football
there.
stadium next door.
Yeah.
Certainly classy compared to
Oh.
Royal Farms Arena.
Oh, for
Like,
sure. It's the most
classy, by
classy.
Yeah,
comparison.
it's
not
Baltimore
necessarily
classy.
like. Yeah, it's
Baltimore
Baltimore.
classy.
Yeah, it's the classiest place.
Hashtag
Baltimore.
Baltimore classy.
Yeah, yeah.
That just sounds like dirty. Like it's just a synonym for dirty.
Baltimore classy?
It's like Natty Bow.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
dirty piss water, but hey, it gets the job done.
And imported from another state.
I get so irritated
it's
every
fucking
time
cheap.
I
works.
see those the plastic solo cups with the wine stem on them. I'm like, fuck off.
Oh,
Get the fuck
You
out
know,
of here.
like,
with that.
especially when it's at like Bed Bath and Beyond. It's like you don't get to be a part of this.
And the thing is, that's it's like $20 for 4 of them.
Oh, it's $20 for 4 of them, and
or when they have the solo cup mugs, like the big ones
Yeah.
with the fucking handle.
Yeah,
like,
yeah,
there's,
yeah.
there's no point in that.
and some fucking see you next Tuesday going to Wine in the Woods is gonna buy those things and just fucking chuckle about it all goddamn
It
day.
was fucking Nicole from GameStop,
Yeah, it
wasn't
probably
it?
was fucking Nicole from
That
GameStop.
fucking cunt.
Susan was so happy that I called her a cunt on the air.
Oh, you know what was hilarious? I forgot about that intro. So I was showing my parents.
Oh, Jesus.
Oh man,
I was showing my parents some of the intros.
Your parents heard me call that woman from GameStop a cunt?
I mean, technically, they heard me start off by going, "Nicole, you cunt." that was the start of the show. So I mean,
We were at your kid's birthday, and your mom was like, so, tell us about this podcast. What is that all about? I was like, oh, I don't really know. If Mikey hasn't told you, I don't know what the fuck I'm going to tell you.
but they come over to watch the baby sometimes, and I was showing my dad before just because of the animation and stuff, and he's into technology and all that shit, and I just, they like that I stick with anything artistic.
Right.
But it was like after I showed him all this stuff, and I turned to my mom and I was like, "And you said I'd waste my talents." She's like, "I'm proud of you, son." Totally being sarcastic. I love you, Mom.
Well, I'm
I
glad that.
hope my parents don't
Sorry
listen to
about
this
all
shit.
Oh,
Pray
they
to
don't
God.
listen. They don't listen to it. I just showed them the little intros, so they're very familiar with Will's pixelated giant cock.
Awesome. No, and my mom is also now on Facebook and on my Facebook, so it's getting to the point that when like Mikey tags me and stuff, I end up just actually, because I have that approve thing, just hide it from my timeline.
Oh no,
That's like what you did.
have no fear. Have no fear.
That's like when Jay posted the screenshot of your phone and it said, "You don't know fear until you've received this," and it was just a screenshot of
yeah.
Mikey Tyler has tagged you in a
Tagged you on
photo.
Yeah,
Facebook.
dude.
But see, like, there's the Mikey Tyler tags you in a post. That's okay. I can handle that because there might be some shit talking. But normally that's like, I'd say a majority of the time it's bar related or something funny or video games.
Or sports.
Oh.
When it says in a photo or a video, you're like, oh my God, what the fuck did Mikey find? How did he Photoshop me?
Oh, yeah.
What did he do? Like, it's that moment of fear where you don't want to hit it, but you got to hit it because you're like, I'm probably getting fried on the internet right now, like horribly.
And God forbid if you get it like an hour late. Like it's
Oh.
on your phone and you're like in the middle of
How long
and
is
you
this
go
been
look at
going?
Like, oh no.
Yeah, it's
I don't
been
even
a
want to look
while.
at the comments.
it'll be like 97 comments long because when Mikey fries you with the photo, it's not just you. He'll tag like 7 or 8 other
Yeah.
people you know
Yeah.
and that he knows that magically have like 2,000 Facebook friends each. So 15,000 person reach of just a picture of, I don't know, one of our friends with their face photoshopped into something terrible.
Who should this be visible to? Everyone.
God bless the internet king.
It's
What you don't know is Mikey's developed a new tool that this entire hour-long episode is going to feature you with a 14-inch long pixelated penis.
I'm
Just
right
the
with
whole time, not just
right
the
with it.
intro, just like flopping around,
Hey.
like pixel locked to like your facial movements.
I can do that. I had to think for a second, but I was like, I can actually do that.
Oh man.
I feel like Mikey's slowed down
Can
a
you
little
just
bit
put it there?
since the Diamondback Ghost kind of thing is kind of tapered out. Because it used to be like, I feel like Mikey would be sitting at Diamondbacks with like fucking nothing going on like a Monday morning, just sitting there, just figuring out how he's gonna fry the fuck out of like 4 people he knows, based off what he saw of them that weekend.
He burns a lot of effort doing this now. That's where the creative juice goes. Back then he didn't have a creative outlet.
Yeah.
So
There
his
definitely
creative outlet was
sometimes-
you.
Yeah, there's some times where I was like, how is he putting this shit out so fast?
The sad thing is most of it is on that shitty little app on my phone called iDoodle.
Yeah.
I literally Googled like paint program or something in iTunes,
Right.
Or I mean in the App Store, and found this thing and started out just so I could start doing basic shit, and then I've actually learned to use it well enough now that I can do pretty solid Photoshop-esque stuff very quickly.
Jesus
while
Christ.
taking a shit.
Could you imagine what you could do with like some high tech shit?
And
Like
the sad
some-
thing is I have all that, but I never bother with it. I can sit there and take a dump.
5-minute fidget on the phone and fuck somebody's day up.
For real.
Fuck fidget spinners. I'll Photoshop my friends on the.
Mikey's trolling was the original fidget spinner.
Yeah.
Did you
Right.
see that there was a tech demo that came out on the web the other day, and it was they took a bunch of different things, but the first one they took was a photo of George H.W. Bush, the first one, and then they had a guy talking, and they basically just stitched George Bush's face right over top of him. And they could just make George Bush say whatever it was he was saying. Like the facial
Wow.
expressions and the eyebrows and everywhere he was looking. And he just had George Bush's face just digitally compiled over it. And then it was George Bush. And then it was some other celebrity. And then it was like they took a face from a painting and they put it over it. And now they've just animated this painting talking in real time. Nothing is going to be real soon. You're not going to you're not going to be able to believe anything you see. There's going to be a tape that comes out in the next 2 years of Donald Trump getting pissed on by a Russian hooker. Everybody's going to be like, nah, that shit's
That's not
fake.
real.
You know what? They're going to be right. That's the problem.
Yeah. Who knows? Well, there's probably there'll be a fake one and a real one, and the fake one will look more real.
That's probably true.
But I mean that
Tofufi.
you look at Snapchat and like those filters and shit, and how
Those filters are fucking horrible, man.
no,
They're
but I
the
mean
worst.
like think of how quickly it does
Oh,
that.
yeah.
And
Oh, in real time.
real time
yeah,
on
yeah,
your
real
fucking
time.
phone.
Yeah.
Meanwhile, how long ago did they first put cameras on phones? And you get that little like inch-sized pixelated bullshit.
horrible shit. Yeah.
You're like, this is the coolest thing ever. And now we're like, oh man, I don't have the right face swap thing. It's like, this is
Which
bullshit.
I miss Face Swap on Snapchat. Do you know how much that pisses me off that they took that away?
Someone said that it's on its own thing now or something.
Oh, okay, it's a separate thing because it
I
was on
haven't looked.
Snapchat.
I'm too lazy.
And I had
still
more.
on there.
Anytime one of my friends posted a picture of themselves where they thought they were fucking Mr. Cool Guy, I would fucking screenshot that shit and then mock the piss out of them with Face Swap.
It's on there.
It's a good
It's on
time.
there occasionally. It's just not always on there.
I haven't
Like,
seen it.
I haven't seen it in like months.
Yeah, because it was on. My kid loves playing with the filters and like it's
Same
just
thing.
and they
Mine too.
swap them out. Like they're not always the same set of
Yeah.
filters.
I thought like the face swap one was always at the end.
It's
It
gone.
was, but
Is it
Not-
really?
It was on there
not
like
for a while.
one time when I was playing with it with him, and it freaked him out.
That shit's creepy.
But yeah.
oh yeah, face swapping with children is the most horrifying thing ever.
Oh yeah.
No, you know what's worse? When fucking random inanimate objects face swap with you. Like,
Yeah.
like I was fucking around trying to get it to face swap with me and my daughter in my mom's kitchen. It face swapped me and the clock on the wall. Shit was really weird.
There's so many jokes I could make. Oh, why is so bright in here?
Too many jokes.
Can't organize them all. Can't say them all at once.
By the way, I don't want any shitty comments. That was a completely accurate and bipartisan comment. there is in fact a tape of Donald Trump being pissed on by a Russian hooker. It has nothing to do with Democrats or Republicans. That is a true fact.
Triggered.
Hashtag triggered.
Bubble.
Libtard.
Tell me about the secret weed party you went to today.
Hold on. Before that, can I
What?
just
Yeah,
I take
sure.
one moment to interlude and tell Mikey something that's going to please him so very much?
I think you're about to get a blowjob.
Joe Bloom is friends with me on Facebook, and I see the most ridiculous, like,
Oh, he's still friends with you?
oh yeah, oh yeah. He'll still talk to me because he likes to go to metal shows, and I think he knows. Like, I don't really hide it much. Like, I have fairly conservative beliefs.
Well, hold on. We'll give the.
Can we do the backstory on this? Because I really don't know the backstory between you and Joe.
So you know Joe Bloom.
I know of him.
So anyway, he's this guy. He has the demeanor of a serial killer, and he is like a hardcore conservative, like super Trump. Not just like I support Trump, like Trump can do no wrong, like one of those types.
Right.
I mean, he almost teeters on alt too, like going that fucking far.
Hashtag the piss tape is a lie. Got it. Okay.
Yeah. So he would post all this dumb shit during the election, and I would just make fun of him.
Right.
And it's like, I didn't support either of the major dogs in the race.
Sure.
And I'll argue with everyone, obviously. That's what I use Facebook for. It's pretty much like a platform for arguing and trolling. But, so I kept fucking with him. And then one time, one of his other friends who was messing with him said, Bloom Lives Matter, because he was Joe Bloom. Joe Bloom was complaining about
Bloom
Black
Lives
Lives Matter,
Right.
and saying racism doesn't exist and all this other shit and whatever. But then I realized talking facts doesn't work with him.
Right.
So I just was like, all right, time to troll. I'm done with arguing. Time to troll. And I saw the post where his friend said Bloom Lives Matter, and then I commented hashtag Bloom Lives Matter. And then he deleted the whole thread. So I made my own post that said hashtag Bloom Lives Matter, tagged him in it. And it started a whole thread. And then he deleted me and pretty much anyone connected to me. So like half of Ellicott City. Like, I mean, he deleted Josh, Andrew, Maddie, Toro, like everyone.
Wow.
All because of a hashtag.
All because of a hashtag.
God.
And every once in a while,
He
I'll
needs a
see
safe space.
Yeah. So what a snowflake. So
What up, snowflake?
I'll see a comment thread going on,
Cocktail
and
fruit.
it looks like somebody's talking to themselves because he's
Because
blocked.
blocked.
Me. And I'm like, holy shit, that's Joe Bloom, isn't it? And I'll just comment in there. I'll be like, hashtag Bloom Lives Matter.
And I've caught that before on mine.
I've seen that too.
Yeah.
Oh, that's interesting. So you can. Oh, it never occurred to me that like you'd see a thread that somebody was in, but if they block
And they
you,
just look.
if
They
they
look
block you,
crazy.
yeah,
They
if
look
they
like they're
just-
talking to themselves.
And I'm like,
Yeah.
he's the only person I know that's blocked me. Plenty of people have deleted me, but he's the only
Gotcha.
one I know that's blocked me. So, and it's like the same friend group or whatever. So when I see it, I was like, hey, that's Joe Bloom, isn't it? Can you just remind him that Mikey says Bloom Lives Matter? And the best was, I don't know, Eric, if it's his brother or what.
Oh yeah, it's his brother. His brother is kind of weird kid.
Yeah, I mean, he's weird in a different way.
Yeah.
But anyway, his brother, the last time I posted it, I was like, Bloom Lives Matter. Someone please tell Joe Bloom that his life matters and he's soft. and his brother commented and was like, well, I, for one, appreciate it.
Well, that's good.
But so continue on. You said you saw something from
I see
Senior
him.
Bloom.
Well, I mean, dude, he's still friends with me because like I met the kid through mutual friends and like, you know, there's some secret inner redneck in this Asian guy. Like I'm into guns. Like I like that kind of shit. So he's real big into guns and there was conversation about guns and metal. So he like friended me or whatever. He knew people I knew. Either way, he talks to me about shit like that. But every now and again, like, you know how fucking Facebook is. You see your friends that are fucking alt left, alt right, and just shit fucking exploding right and left on the internet with what dumb people do.
Oh, like David Franklin Perry and Brandon Hayden.
Jesus Christ.
David Franklin Perry unfriended me a long time ago. I pitched that kid numerous times at Lapas though, horribly.
I'm not actually friends with him. I just know him as the kid whose life, like, the pinnacle of his life was showing up on local television with a horse mask on.
Yeah.
I've met him twice.
That's
I've
pretty-
heard that story 4 times.
It's pretty good.
I used to hang out with him like a long time ago, as like when we were
He seemed
probably
like
middle 20s, but
He
seemed
knew
like
a lot
nice
of the
enough
people
guy,
of
but-
how I think we met through originally.
yeah.
But yeah, he's
Like Nick
he's-
Rich and all them. Yeah.
But Bloom Lives Matter shit, dude. That God, he like. I feel like he antagonizes arguments with people that are of opposing alt.
Yeah, he does.
And I like read through the comments, and I just normally stay out of it unless somebody says something just so completely absurd that I can't resist chiming in. But I was just happy to let you know that he's still partaking in his crazy rants and antics of talking about shit that's like, it's just so out of reach. Like, if you honestly believe there's no racism going on in this country anymore, it's like, you are part of the problem, bud.
Yeah. It's because of people like that you get the other side that think everything is racism. So if you...
Well, in a way, dude, I kind of almost feel like the whole overly liberal bullshit, they're like the new fucking Nazis in a way. Because realistically, if you don't agree
Jesus
with
Christ.
the way they say it,
Whoa.
no, if you
And
almost
here
Whoa,
disagree with the way they
whoa.
say things, they fucking freak the fuck out.
Oh, and we're gonna compare them
Well,
to the Nazis.
I'm not saying like that, but I'm saying to a point where
You
like
said, quote, the new Nazis.
it could go that way.
They're assholes.
No, it could go that way because there's some of those people get fucking aggressive with you if you don't agree with what they have to say.
Getting aggressive with you on social media.
No.
is not
That's a
I'm
lot
talking about it-
different than
murder.
just
I'm talking about in
genocide.
person. I'm talking about in person.
Stop throwing shit around
they're-
like the new Nazis.
It's okay, though, because they're all vegans and they don't have any strength in their bones. That, like, even if they can wither their tiny little muscles to attack you, their bones will snap. It's because they have no calcium.
Not gender
Softer than baby shit.
classified.
They're gonna lose anyway. This shit's all fucking done. What are the Democrats gonna do? Have a fucking revolution?
Dude,
Guess who's got all the fucking guns?
All right, look, I'm not saying that I agree with half the shit I say, and we've talked about this before, but I'll do shit like Mikey where I see somebody just go so hardcore one way that I just know I can fuck their whole day up.
Right.
I have literally got one of these overly lovey-ovey liberal people to tell me that incest is okay.
Look, I'm not saying these people aren't assholes. They are
No, but
tremendous
who
assholes.
the fuck in their right mind will say incest is okay to abide by their whole "I love everybody" bullshit? No, you fucking don't.
and they are wrong. I'm not trying to support their point of view. I'm just saying maybe telling you that you're wrong and putting people in an oven doesn't get put on the same plane. That's all I'm saying.
I just like ruffling feathers.
I know. It's okay.
Hashtag Bloom Lives Matter.
Beautiful thing.
I got somebody almost
I
goaded
dare you to share this onto his page.
Well, Bloom.
Yeah. When it comes out.
I'll
you
name the
should.
fucking episode.
You know what's
Bloom
Yeah,
Lives
you know what's
Matter.
going to be
that's
hard
fucking
though? Or
done.
actually, the only way that'll actually be able to happen is I'll have to go to the last call page and directly share it from there without anything with Mikey linked to it. Because if Mikey's name is remotely attached to it, it's not going to show up.
Or you can just go to the YouTube and copy the link and then post it on his wall.
that could happen.
Yeah, there
too.
you go. Then
That'll be
I
a
thought
quick
you were
shit.
Asian.
dude.
I know this shit.
Fucking. Did you not? I'm
Mike and
probably Asian.
Mike and I were having a
Yeah.
Mike and I were having a conversation before we got here because we were talking about it was getting to be right about 9:00 and we were like, when's Jay gonna get here? And one of us, I think Mikey said like, oh, he's on Asian people time. And we had a discussion. We were like, well, wouldn't that make him early? Like, I would think, right? Like Asian people time, that's like significantly early. And then he was like, no, but wait, Jay's also a stoner. So that like subtracts.
It evens it out.
So we're trying to do the math
a
of when
flux.
Jay's going to get here. Like what percentage?
But we
you know?
needed you for the math, so
Yeah,
Yeah,
exactly.
That is true.
it just all fell apart.
The abacus has arrived.
Oh, Riri.
It's weird.
So
Sometimes I'm
wrong.
really fucking early to things. Other times I'm just casually late.
I'm 5 to 10 minutes late to everything.
See, I'm either 10
Like-
minutes early or I'm 25 minutes late.
You could pretty much set your clocks to me being 5 to 10 minutes late, and it's like no matter what.
Are we talking like everything or like just casual settings?
Yep. Mainly just work.
Oh fuck
It's
no.
really just work.
I'm 5 minutes late to work every day. Like, that makes me a tremendous asshole. Like, I can't back up my shit by 5 minutes in the morning.
We start our day Monday through Friday, 5:30 in the morning. I'm in the parking lot at 5 o'clock in the morning.
Fuck that.
As you should be. I mean,
'Cause I'm so afraid of being late because the one time I am going to be late, I'm not going to be like 5-10 minutes late. I'm going to be like 6 hours late.
Right.
That's just how it goes down.
I've had that happen before too.
I've been 6 hours late to a
Like
shift
wake up to
before.
a phone call from my boss. Hey, yeah, I'm on the way. It's 11:30.
30 for me. It was like 4:30.
So I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna go ahead and
I've had that call like, "Hey,
come back
you
in."
coming in?" I was like, "I'm working. I didn't know that."
That's happened to me as well before.
Because we are adults.
We are
There's-
adults.
there's no worse feeling. I haven't had it in a long time, but I used to have it more when I was younger, where like I was due at work at 8 o'clock and your eyes open and it's 11.
Oh yeah,
just like,
it's the worst.
Oh, fuck.
You don't even want to roll over and check the phone to see how many missed calls there are.
My body.
It's one of those
clock
where you
is
just want to
very
like kind of
good.
like turn the phone off.
My body clock's very good at just getting me up with just enough time.
Yeah.
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 Mine is
And that's
now.
why I'm always
Yeah, now it
5
is.
to 10 minutes
Didn't
late.
used to be.
But when I
Yeah.
was 22 and waiting tables and, up until 2 o'clock one morning and, I'd be at the Saturday morning shift at, 8. Yeah, the body clock wasn't functioning
I'm
then.
still the same giant man baby that I've always been. And nothing has improved or worsened over the years.
Well, what's terrible is I get up at 4:15 in the morning, Monday through Friday, and then so my weekends, sleeping into me on my weekends is like my body won't let me sleep
I'm gonna
past like
cut you off again real
7:30, 8 o'clock in the morning.
So I had to be in early today,
Yeah.
which is unusual. We had a party or whatever, and by early I say 10 a.m. But I mean, I closed the bar the night before. I went to bed at 4:15.
Oh no, it's amazing because like I just said, I'll get
It's a
there.
whole different world.
I'll get there a half hour early before my shift starts, right? So I'll either sit in the car and just scroll through Facebook. It's amazing to scroll through Facebook on like a fucking Friday morning after everybody went out Thursday night and just see the statuses that were like an hour ago, 30 minutes ago, 15 minutes ago. And they're just, it's one of those where they wake up the next morning like, what the fuck did I post? All right, delete. No, I got a chance to see it before you did. Dumb fuck.
Those are the best drunk statuses.
Yeah.
It's like the new drunk dialing.
Yeah,
I'm
exactly.
so glad Facebook wasn't like heavy around when I was just blackout drunk bartending all
Oh
the
my
time
God.
back in the day.
Yeah.
Like, dude, half of my time bartending, there was no fucking social media stuff where I was like,
Well, there was MySpace.
even that wasn't that like there
You couldn't
weren't
post like a status
there weren't
on.
any photos. There weren't any photos on MySpace. Not like
Yeah,
now.
Not
Smartphones
to the
were what,
level.
08,
Yeah.
07,
Yeah,
08,
not like
smartphones started, somewhere around there.
Yeah.
So, like, I had, like, a 4 or 5 year window before that where there wasn't, like, that instant, like,
Yeah, plus
of
like
fucking
exactly
horrible
like
shit that can occur with
if you had
bar life.
at that time period, if you had the MySpace and you wanted to fucking blackmail somebody about what they fucking did last night or whatever like that, you had to wait till you got home, transferred those photos onto your fucking hard drive, and then put them on the fucking internet. There was
Right.
no quick,
Yeah,
you know,
you didn't have an app
share
on your Motorola
exactly,
Razr.
Click.
exactly. There was no app on your LG chocolate. You know what I mean?
Oh my god, I forgot
the
about that.
chocolate, the chocolate was fucking, everybody had that fucking thing.
You know what I want on Facebook now is I want I want to be able to post something with no timestamp. Like I just wanted to show up in people's feeds. Like, so I was at home the other night and I was doing something, and it was kind of stressful. I was doing work, and I finished it up at like
Masturbating.
11:30 or 12.
You were
Yeah. 2 or 3 hours
Man, I
solid.
was doing work,
Doing
yeah.
work.
Doing work. Hashtag doing work.
treating myself.
So like I was doing work until
Had
maybe
the
like
Marvin Gaye on.
11:30 or something like that, and then I kind of wanted to power down. So like I sit down in front of Netflix,
And then you masturbate.
and
Again.
I'd read an article earlier in the day that inspired me to watch Cool Runnings, which I hadn't seen in years.
One for the money. Hold on. Before we go any further, what article had you inspired to watch Cool Runnings?
Oh, it was a
Like a theorist?
no, it
kinda
was
thing?
it was on Reddit. It was a Today I Learned.
Okay.
And like the thing behind Cool Runnings was like, you know how like there's the East German team
Yeah,
there, and they're like,
yeah.
get out of here, Jamaica.
Get
Like,
out of the way.
Yeah, you don't belong here. Like everybody's throwing
Yeah.
shit at them. Like it's really bad. Turns out when the Jamaican team got to the Olympics, everybody was really in real life. Everybody was really psyched and really nice to them. Like teams gave them sleds. They were
Okay.
supportive. They were working on their shit. Like there was no East Germans telling them to fuck off. Like everybody was really nice.
All a lie.
So I'd read that article
The
that
East Germans
morning,
just get a bad rep.
and then Cool Runnings comes up in my Netflix. Like maybe you'll like this, and I was like, okay, maybe I will watch that.
It was a great movie.
So I finished
was.
watching Cool Runnings at like 1:30 in the morning on a Tuesday, and I wanted to post a status about it, but I was like, I don't want everybody to know that,
That I'm watching Cool Runnings.
at 1:30 a.m. on a Tuesday. Like this would be clever if I watched it in the afternoon before, but no, now it's just sad.
The most difficult fact of your life.
Just let me post something without a timestamp.
So
Just let people wake up the next day and be like, well, I guess he watched
I
Cool
don't-
Runnings yesterday during the day, like a normal human being.
I don't know if you can do
Like a
that
normal
with
human being.
personal with your personal Facebook, but I know on like pages and stuff, you can schedule posts.
Oh, yeah, you can
I
do
don't know
that.
if you can do it on your personal one.
On, like, sponsor pages and shit.
If I'm pre-scheduling my
Should not
Cool
have bought
Runnings
beer.
post for the
Yeah.
next day.
Piss.
Oh, it's most
Yeah.
definitely sadder, but no one will know.
But
It's
no
sad,
one will
but you.
know.
Oh, no.
Yeah, except for me.
I should not have brought beer here because I desperately have to piss.
Well, you only
already.
got one left, so soldier through.
No, dude, there's no soldiering through. That's still not done, and he's gonna start talking about the weed thing. And
And
all
there's
the-
going to be another one. So
Well, no,
just-
we can save the weed thing. We can go into Would You Rather. But if you're gonna wet the couch,
No, I'm not gonna wet the couch. I just should have known better than to bring beer.
So that's not as full as it looks. It starts to hollow out in the middle, like it's
Yeah.
front loaded.
that's probably like 12 minutes.
So let's.
because I just looked at it and I was like, I'm probably not gonna be able to not.
You're
piss
just
for another
still
half hour.
stoned.
Yeah. No, we got like 8 minutes because I started that late. So
You're
let's,
still just
let's
like-
do
you're
some
just
would
stoned.
you let's do some would you rather, and then we can refill drinks and empty bladders, and
Smoke a cigarette.
Tinkle
Smoke a cigarette.
time.
and then we can talk about your secret weed club. I didn't get a
Secret
card
weed
beforehand,
club.
so
Whoops.
Oh, you know what? You know what's the other thing? Yeah, because the secret weed club, and we didn't even touch on the other thing yet.
we got time.
Wait, is it something connected to what we've already talked about?
It was connected to one of the possible intros, but it could always be pushed on.
Correct.
Oh, one more question since it's kind of tangentially related.
Good word.
I don't
It's
even
good.
know what.
It's all good.
What does that
Huge
word
word.
We're
mean?
fine.
Bad Asian.
Related, but kind of. You know, it's like an offshoot.
It's like a 60-point word.
Does anybody here believe that there is any like major celebrity who's actually faked their death successfully? Does anybody believe in like the Elvis or the Tupac thing or
Not
like?
at all.
No.
I'll be honest with you. I've struggled with understanding some of the shit I've seen around the Tupac thing.
Yeah.
There's some shit that it just doesn't make fucking sense.
Yeah.
But I mean, I've honestly come to a point where I'm like, yeah, he probably is dead because he would have been fucking somewhere eventually by now. But then there was like I think it was TMZ that had a picture from fucking Cuba of somebody that looked just like fucking Tupac drinking a fucking Miller Lite.
Well, look at the trailers for the movie.
Yeah, that dude-
The guy looks
exactly. That's what I'm saying.
fucking like him.
That's why I'm saying, okay, he's probably dead. There's just really, really weird fucking shit surrounding
Yeah.
how he died and the
Like,
whole.
the
Dude,
big-
nobody saw his body after he was shot. After he was dead in the hospital, not one person saw his body.
Well, I thought at one point in time there were like pictures of his autopsy. Remember, like when Rotten.com was a fucking
I mean,
thing?
I didn't see anything because I
Like,
tried
that
to
was-
find anything I could on
I
it.
thought like there were pictures of Tupac's body on Rotten.
Because I've always considered, in my mind, he was the greatest rapper alive. So I always like, I look for as
Dylon,
much as I
Dylon.
could.
Dylon. Speed high fire.
I missed something.
Spell show.
Is there any?
Dave Chappelle? To answer your question though,
Yeah.
speaking of Dave Chappelle, I thought the motherfucker was dead for the longest time till he showed up out of nowhere again.
Dave Chappelle.
He's not
Yeah.
dead.
No, obviously he's not.
I was just saying.
You're a
like, I would've-
motherfucker.
He did fucking go dark for a while.
And he came back and he got paid Oh, fucking Netflix.
Yeah, fucking
For
four,
some,
four stand-ups.
okay stand-up.
The first one was good. The second one was it was okay.
Not what he got paid.
But like,
both of them.
how?
I
What do you
like
get?
both
Like
Not what he got paid.
$7 million or something for it?
They were
Oh,
good,
I think it
but
was.
No, I thought it was
For
double
how
It
long
was
digits.
like
he
a
was
hundred.
away.
It was wasn't it a $100 million deal
No, I
or
thought it
something?
was like 50 million. I thought it was a double digit
weren't,
deal.
weren't they all recorded?
I remember
like
a 7, so maybe it was
3-4
70 million.
years ago too.
Yeah,
That's the
yeah,
best
yeah.
part. They're like, all right, we're gonna give you this deal. We need you to do some stand-up. He's like, here's some tapes.
There you go. This will work.
Yeah.
But if you think about it, I mean, outside of
Shit's on my
maybe-
iPhone.
outside of maybe Kevin Hart, he's probably one of the best stand-ups that you're gonna get. That's gonna push the envelope a little bit, but still be really funny.
Was
Yeah.
I thought the stand-ups were pretty funny.
killing? Is it killing me softly?
Killing
Killing
them
Them
softly
Softly
was
was a good
fucking
one.
fantastic.
Is
a-
one of
it's a
is
great
one
one.
of the greatest stand-ups.
Is
of
that the one he
last-
does in DC?
of the 20th century?
that should
yeah,
that should have been the
yeah.
DC one
Yeah.
I mean-
fucking.
where he talks.
Why you selling weed, baby?
Yeah,
Fuck
yeah,
you!
yeah,
I got
yeah.
kids to feed. That one. That's a good one.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure that's Killing Them Softly.
That's a good one. That's a really fun.
That's up there with the old Cat Williams one too.
Oh yeah.
The,
Dude,
Cat
the regular
Williams.
weed.
Yeah, I don't
Dude,
know.
Cat
old-
Williams can eat all the dicks.
He
What about- now?
He gets a lot of credit. I don't like him.
Some of his
don't like
old
his
shit
shit.
was hilarious.
What about-
Cat Williams.
old Eddie
and-
Griffin shit was really hilarious
That's
too.
what I was going to say.
Eddie Griffin
That's
was
who I
good.
was going to compare next.
Dude.
Cat Williams and Eddie Griffin both rely entirely on saying fuck and the N word, and that's how they're the black what's it, Dane Cook. Like they have weird voices.
That's a motherfucker that fell off.
Yeah, they have weird voices and funny mannerisms.
funny
They
deliveries,
don't-
too.
No, their delivery's crap. The joke is even worse.
I don't know. Dane Cook's delivery is part of what made him funny.
Well, no, because it's so over the top that it no longer matters what the joke. He could just be reading the directions for brownie mix, and doing these weird motions, and
I
people.
don't know.
Would be like,
I liked his album. I thought his album was funny on
Speaking-
audio. Like I heard his audio long before I. I'm not saying greatest of all time. I just
about
thought he was
every
a funny guy.
Just about every comedian has their moments. I'm just
Yeah.
saying, like I don't know how any of them became as popular
Right.
as they are.
Speaking of like old comics and stand-ups, like people who should have stopped, there is a new Dana Carvey stand-up on
Really?
Netflix.
I skipped all the old.
haven't
and
seen
it's
comics.
extremely awkward.
Really.
Yes.
I skipped all the old ones when they come
Yeah.
back and
Dude,
try
if
to.
you-
I'm talking like what's the one girl's name? Amy Schumer
Amy Schumer,
awkward.
fucking
It's like Amy
horrible.
Schumer awkward.
She's horrible.
I don't know why the world turned on Amy Schumer.
She
She's
sucks
always
as
been
a person.
horrible.
She's always been terrible.
No.
She is
No,
a fucking
her,
horrible comedian and always has
No.
been.
No,
She-
her,
no,
her
that's not
roasts,
true.
Her roasts.
That's
were
not true.
okay.
I think you're just jumping on the bandwagon.
No, I never
No.
liked anything
No,
she did.
I've never
Well,
liked
you
her.
hate everything all the time. So
She
like
did
I don't
some-
really.
I don't like
she
her either.
did some
I
roast
think
stuff
she's
that
fucking
might have
terrible.
been. I mean, it wasn't
No,
too
I like her
horrible.
roast,
She
but, like,
did some great roast work.
Yeah.
Fantastic.
I like
Well,
the
all right,
roast. That's
do
it.
you like what's the fucking Jeffrey whatever, the idiot guy that's always on every roast? Do you like
Jeffrey
him?
Ross?
Jeffrey
I
Ross.
think
I think
he's
it's hilarious.
I
think
only like his
he-
roast.
Okay,
I like
because
him on
love
roast,
Jeff
yeah.
Ross
I think
roast.
he gets credit for like not starting the roast thing, but making roasting popular.
Yeah.
Like the early roasts.
I like a lot
the
of his
Friars
stuff,
Club
and a
stuff
lot of
on
people I
Comedy
know who
Central.
hate his stuff, like Amy Schumer, and I'm like, I feel like it's that opposite laugh line.
No, see, because I remember Jeff Ross years ago on Comedy Central on Lounge Lizards was the name.
Oh, God.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
And I was like, this guy fucking sucks. And then he came onto all the roasts, and I was like, this guy's fucking hilarious.
He's
Well,
only
he was
good at
also
making
on.
fun of
He
other
wasn't.
people.
Wasn't he like a constant on the Man Show too?
He was on the Man Show pretty regularly. He was
That
on
was
a
an
couple
awesome
other
show.
shows
I wish
pretty
they fucking-
regularly.
that
got
shit
rid of
where
that show.
Jeffrey Ross roasts prisoners in a prison
Oh,
is fucking amazing.
I have yet to see this.
No, I mean Amy Schumer, like she's not my favorite comic of all time, but like she was great on the roast, and then I thought her first album was good, and the rest of the world did too. And then all of a sudden, I don't know whether it was
think
when
I
she was
listened
in
to
that.
10 minutes of
when-
it.
What's
It's that fucking movie.
listened
It's
to,
that
like,
train
maybe
wreck
10
No,
minutes
movie.
of stand up.
she was huge, and then
It's
she
that
came out
train
in that
wreck
movie,
movie, and it's the
and now
movie's
everybody's
not
like, "Fuck Amy
the
Schumer!"
movie- the
like,
movie
not like,
sucked.
"Oh, she's not that good."
Well, no.
Everybody,
the
really
movie
hates-
sucked.
I
First
thought the
off.
movie was all right.
All right. Second of
I
all,
mean, I have
after
shit taste in
tonight,
everything.
watch that her special, her Leather special or whatever.
I
That's
have
on
not
Netflix.
watched her new one.
It's extremely fucking awkward.
That's what I hear.
Yeah.
Well,
LeBron James is great in Trainwreck. By
He
the way,
is.
That's
He is.
He
Oh,
kills
he is.
it.
I haven't seen that movie.
Haven't seen
And
a
him
piece of shit
playing
either.
off of the other actor's name.
with Cena. In that
No,
movie.
not Cena.
Cena
Cena's
is in
good,
that,
too.
but he plays off of
No, the SNL guy.
Yeah.
Good old
Bill
Mikey's
Hader.
favorite.
Bill Hader. Yeah,
Yeah,
the
he-
way
the scenes
LeBron and him play off each other is really good.
Very, very good.
But the rest of that movie can suck a dick. Sorry.
Would you rather have the web between all of your toes pierced with a large nail, or the flesh on your kneecap cut with a pair of scissors?
Kneecap.
Yeah, I'm going kneecap too. Because I mean that's one big pain
Yeah. Yeah.
rather than
Can they do all the nails at the same time?
It's one
10
kneecap
nails one time.
or kneecaps.
both.
One kneecap.
Oh,
Solo kneecap.
The
'Cause if
flesh
it's
on
one-
the
kneecap-
One
cut
kneecap
off.
versus
So I guess
8
they're
web,
gonna.
you know.
I guess they're gonna cut a hole around your kneecap.
If it's one kneecap, I'm doing. If it's both kneecaps, I'm doing the toes because I got metal and wire and shit in here. I ain't doing that.
no,
it's
I
one-
feel like I can.
Go ahead and fuck the other good knee up. I'm good.
I feel like the toes thing is recoverable. I feel like the skin removal for your kneecap that might fuck you up forever. No skin there. How's that gonna grow back on a a hinging joint like that? That'd be bad.
you get a skin graft.
Yeah. From your butt cheeks.
You get butt knees.
Butt knees.
That's
Butt knees.
That could be your
Butt
new
knees.
nickname.
Good old butt knees.
Dead Tristan didn't work out. You can do Tristan butt knees.
That is
gotta
how,
be-
That is how real nicknames
It's
happen.
gotta be. It's gotta be even
Like-
syllables.
Oh man.
Dead Josh.
that's why I
Tristan
like-
butt
Kind
knees.
of rolls off the tongue.
Like-
Tristan butt
Tristan.
knees.
Tristan
It
Butt knees.
sounds like a real name.
How you doing?
Like
My
in
name's
Top
Tristan
Gun,
Butt knees.
everybody's like fucking Maverick and Wizard. Everybody's got like super awesome
Joker.
names.
Sweet name.
In
Jester.
real life, everybody's call signs are fucking awful.
They
They're
are
like
absolutely awful.
Ass face, and like you know,
I'd just like to see that written on the side of a jet.
yeah. Would you rather have a hidden video camera at work with audio catch you hacking up a big ugly ball of phlegm and then looking at it? Wildly specific. Or passing gas and then making a face reacting to the smell.
Passing the gas.
I don't have a problem with either of those.
Yeah, neither one of those bothered me one bit. I'll go with the farting because it's a better video.
Yeah, it's a better video.
Yeah, that'd be kind of funny.
Yeah.
Yeah.
If you pass gas and then make a face reacting to it, like I feel like that's
That's just natural.
pretty normal.
Yeah.
But now, if they changed it and you were like wafting it into your
Yeah, if you were intentionally like trying to smell
Cupping
your own
it into
brew,
your nose. Yeah,
yeah,
no.
that's a problem.
everybody loves their own brand.
look at that stew. Beef stew.
Well,
Oh,
Oh, boy.
oh,
That's
we
gonna
gotta-
be a good
we
one.
gotta do this.
God.
That's gonna be a real good one.
you can. Would you rather
You want me to read it?
drink a 12-ounce glass of puree o kitten or
Done.
drink a
Kung Pao
12-ounce
chicken.
glass of an equal mix of human blood and milk?
What?
Jesus
50-50
Christ.
blood milk mix
Or
or
pureed kitten.
kittens pureed
Kitty.
into a glass.
I'll go with the milk. I feel like you're at least 50% something you're supposed to consume.
Yeah, I'm gonna go with the blood and milk also.
Yeah, I'm gonna go blood and milk
Kitty.
too. You're a
Well, that's just
dark
naturally in
motherfucker.
your food, so you know that.
Well, I mean, Kung Pao chicken, and beyond that, I'm lactose
Oh,
intolerant.
yeah,
That's
no
a double
shit,
fuck you.
Fucking puree o cat,
Dude,
yeah.
that's a yeah, but see,
This
for
wasn't
me,
even a question for you,
and-
was it?
yeah, and in
I
my
don't even know why I
head,
asked.
in my head, as soon as I heard milk, I was like, "That's a double fuck you," because not only will it be horrible to drink, but I'm horribly lactose intolerant.
you thought this. You
So
thought
I
the
will
second.
show you shit,
heard
thunder, and
kitten,
blood.
And you're like,
See,
hell
and there's
yeah.
also
I know,
like,
Yeah, I'll eat a
You
cat.
thought the second one
I
was
didn't
going to be
refute
something
that.
else delicious.
is it
That's
body?
what
You
thought.
also got to remember: is it ice cold milk and body temperature blood?
You know what? For
That's probably
some
horrible, 'cause
reason,
that'd be
for
curdly.
some reason-
Exactly. Is it got to be both cold? Both.
For some reason, in my head, they didn't mix well. For some reason, in my head, like they
they
settled.
sat
and
on
you had
each
to
other?
try and stir it up.
Like a
little
strawberry,
bit.
like a strawberry
Like
milkshake.
Nesquik?
Like it
No, no,
coagulated a little bit.
It's like
yeah,
a black
for
and
me,
tan.
yeah, for me, it wasn't like
stop.
Nesquik.
Stop it.
Syrup, and then the bottom's got some of the residue.
I was thinking more like a black and tan. So
Yeah, they just sit on each top of each
get
other.
milk and you just
they
carefully
dance?
layer like a section of human blood.
You've
on
got to
top.
pour. You got to pour the blood over top of a spoon.
Don't forget the clover.
Whoa.
Keep it festive.
Jesus Christ.
Not normally,
I
I'm not
I mean, in
normally
that
a
one, you might be able
squeamish
to do like a
guy,
little
and if you
vagina
just told me
looking
like
W thing.
drink 12 ounces of blood, I'd have been like, yeah, that's bad. But something about the blood and the milk together is nauseating to me.
I'm just saying.
Is it whole milk? Is it skim milk? I mean,
I'm saying.
I have questions.
stuff's
I have
gonna
questions.
fuck
Milk
Yeah.
can it be chocolate milk.
Exactly. I got questions. Can it be strawberry milk? Like
Hey, if it's almond milk, I'm
Hey,
switching.
if it's
ways.
strawberry milk, you might not even notice.
exactly.
You're like, oh, it's just the strawberries. It's not that.
I think they fucked up with that question.
Chocolate milk is one of the. Well, never mind.
It could be like,
Would you rather get seriously hurt at an amusement park such that you receive a $10 million cash settlement
Yes.
and are fined? Yeah.
there's no other section.
Wait, maybe you get more in the other one.
All right, so 10 million.
So you get $10 million and you are fined physically within 5 years,
Okay.
or nothing happens at all.
The $10 million
$10
in 5 years. I'll take 5 years
Hell
of
yeah.
suffering for 10 mil.
Yeah.
Fuck yeah.
Would you not be able to walk for 5
Fuck
years
yeah.
for $10 million?
If I know I'm getting 10 million on it, fuck yeah.
I'm
10
good. I'm
million
10 million.
bucks.
I'm good.
10
Hell yeah.
million will buy you a sweet like mech suit.
Fuck yeah, Will.
I'll
10
get some
million will
robo
give me a
legs.
fucking nice hover around chair in my
10
fucking
of
house.
The $1 million man's.
But Jesus Christ.
Sorry, I had to do it.
Jay, Jay came in with a bruh.
Bruh.
That's like $10 million
Bruh.
man.
The hits blunt. That's like $10 million mans.
It had to happen.
I don't know. That's tough.
Really? How? How is it tough?
You only get one life, man. And 5 years
Yeah, and then-
of not walking or being in pain
It didn't
or
say
being
not walking. It
bedridden.
just said you'll be
It said
normal
you are
and-
hurt enough that you get $10 million and it takes 5 years to recover.
Okay.
So if you have suffered some kind of terrible injury, right? So I'm thinking that's shattered legs or some sort of brain injury or it's something bad, right? 5 years of recovery.
If I can
that
recover
means
it,
when
then I'm
I'm
good.
when I'm good, I'm 40. That's a big chunk of my life.
And that means also when I'm good, I'm 38, but at the same time, that also means my child's good for the rest of her fucking life.
So that's where the kids the
Yeah.
kids comes in. Like, yeah, I guess
That
I
means
guess
my
if you told
daughter
me,
is
like,
good for the rest of her fucking life.
Would you do okay?
Or at least for a good chunk of it.
Would you do a 5-year coma for $10 million?
Fuck yeah, I would.
Would you do a 5-year coma for $10 million?
Coma would be tougher.
Coma.
It would be
a lot
tough.
tougher.
Ow.
It'd be a hell of a lot tough. But I'm thinking bigger picture.
5 years of your
I'm
daughter's
thinking my
life.
daughter. I'm thinking my daughter.
Right, but you miss. How old is she?
She is 3.5.
So you miss 3 to 8.
Yeah.
That's bad.
See, I don't think I'd do the coma.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't know if I could do the coma.
Yeah.
Okay.
But
But fucked up and in
Injury?
bed and able
Yeah.
to do shit and home all day.
Well, that's
for
why,
10
like, you
years.
guys were
I
like,
mean,
yeah,
we're
fucking-
all
you guys
we're all
were
dads in this room.
bedridden,
Like,
bedridden for 5 years, like can't walk. Fuck it, like that's totally fine. But like, I was just wondering because of the kids, and I get
yeah,
that.
Yeah.
So I'm wondering
Kid
if
money.
somebody,
Yeah.
or if somebody came to you and they were like, "Here's $10 million, but you got to leave for 5 years." Like, is that worth it? I don't know.
Now, yeah, it's yeah. I get what you're coming from on that.
I'm just wondering where the line is.
robot fucking body.
Yep.
Yeah.
Robot body. That's all that matters.
Would you rather
Give me robot from the waist down.
get to kill Winnie the Pooh or Bambi?
Would you
Bambi.
rather get to kill?
Bambi.
You get to kill one of. Actually, it says have to kill one or the other, but I know this room.
Bambi, because
Bambi.
You guys are wondering which one you want to be more excited
Bambi's gonna
about.
taste better.
Bambi's going to taste better. 100%.
Bambi's.
That is a honey-filled bear. I'm killing that motherfucker.
Dude, don't make me.
You ever had-
making me laugh right now, please?
Good old bear meat.
All right, let's go so that Jay can go to the bathroom.
Thank God.
Before he pisses himself.
We'll refill drinks. We'll come back.
Yes.
I think we've got a secret weed party to talk about. We've got dick stories to tell. We'll do some more Would You Rather.
We got to talk about some things that have happened this week, too.
talk
Yeah,
about
it is.
some things that have happened this week.
How about the new trailer for Black Panther that dropped?
Yeah, we'll get to it.
African American Panther.
I'm sorry. Did you just assume my race?
And gender.
Triggered.
Triggered.
Women lives matter.
It's just African Panther. He's not American.
Oh yeah, that's right.
That's true.
I mean, technically,
Damn, son. You just got
it's
Mikey.
in Africa. It's like a made up place.
Wakanda?
Wakanda, yeah.
You just got Mikey
Well,
T.
yeah, that's true.
Oh, damn.
That's a thing now.
I got played. Bloom Lives Matter. All right, guys. Well, thank you very much for joining us. Jay's gonna go try not to piss himself. We'll see y'all next time on the next last call.
See ya.
See you.
There are occasions where I don't have an issue with not washing your hands after pissing.
Well, unless you do the
If you
you unzip and then just let it out.
It's like if you have on like khakis and you can undo the belt and zipper so it's open and you can just do the boxer flop. You know what I'm talking about? You
Yeah.
Floop and like kind of floop it under
No,
your,
he
under your
uses the
meat.
flap.
Yeah, I'm
we
a
had
zipper guy.
Wait, I think I was here when you.
Yeah.
Oh, is that
Was that the last time you were on? We talked about that.